Cebu City, officially known as the City of Cebu. In Cebuano, Dakbayan sa Sugbo. In Tagalog, Lungsod ng Cebu. It is a first-class, highly urbanized city in the Central Visayas region of the Philippines. According to the 2020 census, it has a population of 964,169 people, making it the 6th most populated city in the nation and the most populous in the Visayas. Cebu City is also known as Queen City of the South, oldest city in the Philippines, and first capital of the Philippines. It is the regional center and primate city of Central Visayas and seat of government of the province of Cebu, but governed independently. The city and its metropolitan area exerts influence on commerce, trade, industry, education, culture, tourism, and healthcare beyond the region, over the entire Visayas and partly over Mindanao. It is the Philippines' main domestic shipping port and is home to about 80% of the country's domestic shipping companies. Cebu is bounded on the north by the town of Balamban and the city of Danao, on the west by the city of Toledo, on the east by the cities of Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue, and the towns of Liliwan, Consolacion, and Compostela, and on the south by the city of Talisay, located at the center of the eastern seaboard of Cebu Island. It is the core city of Metro Cebu, the second largest metropolitan area in the Philippines by population and economy, which includes the cities of Carcar, Danao, Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue, Naga, and Talisay, and the municipalities of Compostela, Consolacion, Cordova, Liliwan, Minglanilla, and San Fernando. Cebu had a total population of 2,849,230 as of 2015, making it the second most populous metropolitan area of the nation, after Metro Manila and Luzon. The current political boundaries of the city is an incorporation of the former municipalities of Cebu, San Nicolas, El Pardo, Mabolo, Talamban, and Banilag in the Commonwealth period. In the pre-colonial period, the area of what is today Cebu was occupied by the Rajanate of Cebu, which was known to the Ming Dynasty as the Nation of Sukbo, the capital of which was Singhapala, which is the Tamil Sanskrit for Lion City, the same root words with the modern city-state of Singapore. Cebu is the country's old city. It was the first Spanish settlement and the first capital of the Philippines. It officially became a city on April 27, 1594, through a real provision by Philip II of Spain, preceding all other Philippine cities except Manila, and became the second oldest royal Spanish city in the country. 343 years later, it was granted a new charter with an expanded territory by the National Assembly of the Philippines. Owing to its economic importance and influence in modern times, Cebu City is popularly called Queen City of the South, a sobriquet adopted from Iloilo City after its economic decline in the mid-1900s. The city is considered the birthplace of Christianity in the Far East. The Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Cebu is currently the largest archdiocese in the Philippines and in Asia. Cebu Island has entered the list of Condé Nast Traveler's World Best Islands rankings thrice, 2016, 2017, and 2019. The city and its island province are often marketed as a single tourist destination, combining natural countryside scenery with urban attractions including cultural, historical sites, and developing infrastructure. Tourism is one of the most important industries in the city. It remains as one of the most visited in the country by both domestic and foreign visitors. Cebu City was recognized by the British Council as the creative capital of the Philippines in 2019. It joined the UNESCO Creative Cities Network as a city of design.
History. Founding before the arrival of the Spaniards, Cebu City was part of the island Rahane and trade center of Bulwa Kang Dayang, or Kang Daya, literally the island which belonged to Baya, now better known as the Rahanate of Cebu. It was founded by a prince of the Hindu Chola dynasty of Sumatra, the half Malay and half Tamil Shiri Lumay. The name Sugbo, shortened form of Kang Shiri Lumayang Sugbo, literally that of Shiri Lumay's Great Fires, refers to Shiri Lumay's scorched earth tactics against Muslim pirates or Moro raiders. When the Spaniards period, on April 7, 1521, Portuguese explorer at the service of the Spanish crown and leader of the first expedition to circumnavigate the world, Ferdinand Magellan landed in Cebu City. He was welcomed by Raja Humabon, also known as Shiri Humabon or Raja Humabon, the grandson of Shiri Lumay, together with his wife and about 700 natives islanders. Magellan, however, was killed in the Battle of Mactan, and the remaining members of his expedition left Cebu City soon after. Several of them were poisoned by Humabon, who was fearful of foreign occupation. The last ruler of Sugbo prior to Spanish colonization was Raja Humabon's nephew, Raja Tupas, in 1565. By 1569, the Spanish settlement in Cebu had become important as a safe port of ships from Mexico and as jumping off point for further exploration of the archipelago. The small expeditions led by Juan del Salcedo went to Mindoro and Luzon, where he and Martin de Goiti played a leading role in subjugation of the kingdoms of Udon and Siludong in 1570. 1 year later, Lopez de Legazpi departed Cebu to discuss a peace pact with the defeated Rajas. An agreement between the conquistadors and the Raja to form a city council paved the way for the establishment of a new settlement and the construction of the Christian walled city of Intramuros, on the raised remains of Islamic Manila, then a vassal state of the Sultanate of Brunei.
Hello everyone, this is Danica Luso Soriano. Today I can show you some of the tourist spots of Cebu City. Let's start within the city area. First off, we have Cebu Taoist Temple and Beverly Hills Subdivision. This temple had become popular because of its artistic structure. Heading to the more elevated spot in the Busay area, which is the Sirao Flower Garden. Going there is like experiencing Netherlands. Moving to the nearby islands of Mactan, you can visit the 10,000 Roses of Cebu. 10,000 artificial lead flower roses surround these 13 roses, 13 and more. Going south, you could climb the Osmeña Peak of Cebu in Mantalongon, Dalaget. Osmeña Peak is the highest point in the entire island. Pescador Island is in Tañon Strait. Its island's reef is a sandy slope covered with soft coral. Thank you.
Geography. Cebu City has a land area of 315 square kilometers or equivalent to 122 square millimeters. To the northeast of the city is Mandaue City, and the town of Consolacion to the west is Toledo City, and the town of the Balamban and Austrias to the south is Talisay City, and the town of Minglanila. Across Mactan Strait to the east is Mactan Island, where Lapu-Lapu is located. Further, east across the Cebu Strait is the island of Bohol. The barangays and the city comprises 80 barangays. These are grouped into 2 congressional districts, with 46 barangays in the North District and 34 in the Southeast District. The 3 most populous are Guadalupe, 61,000, Lahug, 38,000, and Tisa is 37,000.
City is a significant cultural center in the Philippines. The imprint of a Spanish and Roman Catholic culture is evident. The city's most famous landmark is Magellan Cross. This cross now houses in a chapel is reputed to have been erected by Ferdinand Magellan. When he arrived in Philippines in 1521, it was encased in hollow tinalo wood in 1835. Upon the order of the Augustinian Bishop Santos Gomez, Marianian, to prevent devotees from taking it home cheap to cheap, the same bishop restored the present template or kiosk located at Magallanes Street between the City Hall and Colegio del Santo Niño. Revered by Filipinos, the Magellan's Cross is a symbol of Christianity in the Philippines. A few steps away from Magellan Cross is the Basilica Menor del Santo Niño, Church of the Holy Child. This is an Augustinian church elevated to the rank of basilica in 1965 during the 400th anniversary celebrations of Christianity in the Philippines, held in Cebu. The church, which was the first to be established in the islands, is built to hewn stone and features the country's oldest relic, the figure of Santo Niño de Cebu, Holy Child of the Cebu, who is Jesus Christ's child. That's all.
Sinulog Festival of Cebu City. For 32 years, the Sinulog Festival is traditional celebration in Cebu City, held every Sunday of January to honor the Santo Niño. Basically, the festival is done by a dance ritual in which it tells the story of the Filipino people's pagan past and their acceptance of Christianity.
Delicacies in Cebu for heavy meals. Lechon de Cebu, Balamban liempo, siomay sa tisa, langgit, puso, nyohyong, steamed fried rice, bingka, torta, puto and sikwate, dried mangoes, chicharon, otap, rosquillos, ampaw, and last, masarial.